All right, now, please keep that energy flowing for our host, Nick Condon.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Give yourself a big round of applause for coming out to live. By that same style of applause, how many people have been to a live improv comedy show before? Awesome. And by that same style of applause, how many people are seeing a live improv comedy show for the very first time tonight? Awesome. Congratulations. As Craig McCarthy says, I am jealous of your ignorance. Because what you're going to see is spontaneous comedy theater created right before your eyes. But it's not just the people you're going to see on stage. We have two very special improvisers. Give it up for Anthony in the booth right there. All those kinds of things. And give it up for Knut Snowdom over on the keys. His fingers have no idea what they're going to do before they do it. It is incredible. For those of you that have never seen improv comedy before, like I said, we create spontaneous comedy theater right before your eyes, but we need your suggestions in order to do that. So when we ask you for suggestions, you have to say something. Otherwise, we just sit in awkward silence. Like that. Which is terrible. So when I ask you something, say something. So for example, my name is Nick. On the count of three, tell me your name. 1, 2, 3. I heard Jen, Brad, Bentley. Bentley? Really? Great. My favorite color is blue. On the count of three, tell me yours. 1, 2, 3. Red, purple, green. Very nice. My favorite movie is the entire Back to the Future trilogy. On the count of three, tell me yours. 1, 2, 3. Great. Awesome. You're going to be amazing. So right now, let's meet the Curious Comedy players. We're going to bring them onto the stage right now. Give it up for the Curious Comedy players. Nice. He's so good at that. Great. So right now, looking at these people, I want you to think about something you want to know about them. Other than like, when did they lose their virginity? Because literally that gets asked all the time. So I would... And for Jay, it happens all the time. So think of something you might want to know about them and shout that out right now, and we'll ask them that as they introduce themselves. So what's something you want to know about these players? What are your nicknames?
Oh, cute.
Oh, great.
Cute.
So what are your nicknames? So please, players, introduce yourself and maybe a nickname that you might have.
Hi, my name is Hallie. I've had 3 prominent nicknames in my life. One was Hallie from the Valley, because I went to Valley High School and helped people say my name correctly. Hacky Sack, because I got a really bad cough one year, and even though I never played hacky sack, people thought that was really funny. And the hell out of my girlfriends call me Hal Pal.
Oh.
Very nice.
Yeah. Wow, glad that. Hello, everybody. My name is Starr. So I don't have a lot of nicknames because it's a single syllable. But when I was in 3rd grade, everybody thought it was really hilarious to say your name backwards, which my name backwards is Rats.
I love it.
So that was a nickname for more years than I prefer.
My name is Hannah. My middle name is Lee. And my brother, when I was little, called me Spam. And then my family was like, Spam-a-Lee. Spam-a-Lee. So I was that for many years. Also the classic Hannah Banana. And when I was traveling in South America and I introduced myself, people would be, oh, Hannah Montana. Every single time. Every time.
Wow.
I'm learning. Hi. I don't have so many nicknames. My name's Jason, and my last name is Hayes. And in college, everyone tried to make JJ stick, and I didn't really like it. And then my friend Tara one day was like, JJ, hey! And that stuck.
My name is Jay, and I also, like, it's hard to make a nickname out of that, and everyone's always like, well, what's it short for? And it's not short for anything. Stop asking. But recently, an old friend of mine, he started calling me Jayford, and he was like, I don't know why I'm calling you that, but I like it. And I was like, I like it too, Jayford.
So let's award 1 bonus point to Hannah and Hallie for the most nicknames. Give them a round of applause. So as you may have just now noticed, I can give points and actually take them away as I see fit, which I will continue to do throughout the course of the evening. So we got 2 bonus points, so Hallie and Hannah are in the lead right now, and we're going to play our first game right now. Give it up for all of our players one more time. And they will come closer to the stage. This is a game of category POW. So what's going to happen right now is they're going to list things in categories that, thank you very much, that you provide. If they do not list something in that category, they are out. If they repeat something that someone else has already said, they are out. And for various reasons that I think of during this game, they are out. So when they mess up, you will all collectively say POW in the most vicious way that you can. Let's practice that right now. 1, 2, 3. That's really good for Portland. Usually Portland's like POW, if that's all right. But that was amazing. Okay, great. So what is a category we could list lots of things in?
Junk food.
What was that?
Junk food.
Junk food.
Yeah.
Awesome. Junk food with popcorn in your mouth. Yeah. Can we give a point to this person right here? What is your name?
Jenna.
Jenna. Give a point to Jenna. Jenna, everybody. So junk food is our category, and again, if they say something that is like kale or something, even though you're Portland, you have to POW them. Great. Junk food is our category. Here we go.
Doritos. Cotton candy.
Cheese whiz.
Cheetos.
Sour Patch Kids.
Cheez-Its.
Cheese puffs.
Cheese.
Jenna does not think cheese is junk.
Apparently, cheese is a very healthy
If you
food.
eat enough of it, it was junky.
It's true. You know what? That's okay. That was a practice round. Jason's still in. Very nice.
I had 4 times.
Great, Jenna.
But
Great.
you get the gist of it. Cheese is a healthy food.
Ew. Try and tell me otherwise.
Let's get a category from over here. Bugs. Bugs. Any insect will do. Great. Here we go.
Beetle.
Caterpillar.
Potato bugs.
Lightning bug.
Ticks.
Millipede.
Moth.
Horsefly.
Ant.
Flea.
Monarch.
Centipede.
Mosquitoes.
Daddy Longlegs.
Dragonfly.
Multipede.
Bedbug.
Centipede.
Oh!
We already had centipede.
Oh.
I squeezed by with multipede.
I know.
Somehow he's All right, great. Let's get another category. Something maybe more obscure from this area over here.
Wow.
Muscles.
Whoa.
We will be no more specific than that. Muscles. Here we go.
Quads.
The heart.
Bicep.
Calf.
Deltoids.
Tridoids. Tricep.
You can use your tridoids to walk over there. Great. Somebody over here. Sex toys? Great.
Okay.
Sex toys. Okay. I will know if you're lying. Great.
Fingers.
Honey.
House of 1,000 Tickles. The movie.
Dildo.
Those honey bears.
Triple dild.
Wow. I'm sorry. If you just giggle and say nothing, you are also out. Great. And then there were 2. Let's get a category that is less yes.
Calls.
What was it?
Calls.
Calls?
Calls.
Cards. Types of cards.
Types of
Oh,
cars.
cars. Types of cars.
Yeah, we
All right, we've
Great.
got
Types of
52
cars.
chances.
Awesome.
Here we go.
You said cards,
Car.
right?
I said cars.
Oh, cars. Great.
Beep,
I'm ready.
beep, beep,
Volvos.
beep.
Ferrari.
Saabs.
Fords. Dingleberries.
I'm sorry. Give it up for Starr, everybody.
That went quick.
Dotson. Didn't come out that way at all.
Dotson is a dog.
Dotson.
So Starr gets a bonus point for winning that game, so we'll give a bonus point to Starr. Give it up for Starr, everybody. And you can actually hang out on stage because we're going to see our first game called Tag Team Song. And we'll also bring Jason and Hannah to the stage. Give it up for Jason, Hannah, and Starr, everybody. I'll let you fiddle with that microphone as you see fit. So this is the game of Tag Team Song. So what's going to happen right now is these three players are going to be singing a song together, but in one voice. So based on your suggestion, one person might be singing a song, and another person will tag them out and finish that song right where they left off, mid-word, mid-syllable, etc., etc. So what is something you don't normally hear a love song about? Felonies. That's very true. Great, so felonies is your suggestion. We'll see the game of Tag Team Song. Count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our love is a crime. I don't mind doing time. Our love is a crime. When I met you, we were in jail. But then you left me 'cause you got out on bail.
You said, baby, I'm going away for a long time. Then you go ahead and just flicked me a dime, and you said, our love is a crime, and we're doing time. We're doing time. We're doing time.
Then
In walks your best friend Melanie. And I thought to myself, this is the first part of
the felony. I knew that when I met your folks, I could buy your love with a carton of
smokes. Our love is a crime, baby.
I'm doing time. Our love is a crime. Ooh.
we're gonna do sometime. Our love, it's filled with lots of wieners. Unfortunately, that doesn't translate into misdemeanors.
Took me a second. I was like, where is she going? It's like, I know she's got a rhyme.
All right, very nice. Give it up one more time for Tag Team Song. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that wasn't like an elimination style game. How do we know who won? How do we know how many points get awarded? Thank you for asking. So we're going to judge that right now. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being like, I believe that was improv and I'm glad I'm still here. 5 being like, holy crap, that was improv. I'm so glad I'm here. So on that scale of 1 to 5, based on your applause, we'll judge that right now. So was that game of Tag Team Song a 1? Or a 2? Or a 3? Or a 4? Or a 5? 5 all around. Very nicely done. All right, so let's get Jay and Hallie to the stage for the game of love letters. Jay and Hallie, everybody. Jay and Hallie. So these two are going to be writing love letters to each other from afar, but occasionally they will need suggestions from you, the audience. And when they do that, they will bring their hand to their forehead in a very dramatic manner. Jay, would you like to practice that right now?
Yes, I really wanted to buy you a liquor fire.
Great. Hallie, would you like to try that as well?
Oh, my love for you is like a cantaloupe.
And then they will then have to justify your suggestions into their love letters. So other than like a war or something like that, what is the reason two people might be separated? An island? I heard an island. I also heard space mission. So I'll let you choose between those, or both of them, and we'll see this game of love letters in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dearest Darcy, it's me, Toby. You little tobe. I'm going to space, babe. Space is an island. I just wanted to give you one little note on a typewriter before I left. I just wanted to say one thing. Salad is what I want waiting for me when I get back, okay? You know I love salad and you never get it right because you're the worst. But I love you, babe. Darcy, when I get back from my mission to the space island, I'm gonna make an honest woman of you. I'm gonna get down on my knee and I'm gonna marry your sister. There's something about Penelope. You know how I feel about Penelope. It's a complicated salad, babe. Just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, launch.
My dearest Tobe, I was hoping that before you left for your mission on Space Island that I would have received a kinder note. I, of course, had the fridge completely stocked with all your favorite veggies, radishes, tomatoes, and egg salad sandwiches, which I know you consider a vegetable. Penelope is over right now, and I must admit, upon reading her note, I kind of wanted to kill her. Even though we are twins. My love for you is stronger than the twin bond, and I feel a felony coming on. Oh, dearest Tobe, won't you reconsider? I love you so, and I promise to have everything that you need when you come back, including your knickers. Dried, starched, and smelling like lavender in your pee hole. I hope everything goes well for you on Space Island, the island called Spice Island. In space. Loving, Darcy.
Darcy, you've won me back. I never really liked Penelope, but oh, you know my love of egg salad sandwiches. I do consider them a vegetable. And a fruit. Put them together. You know I like it. Don't kill Penelope. She's innocent. Everyone falls in love with me because of my hair. Don't ask. When I return from Space Island in space, I'm back in it, babe. I'm back in it for you. I just actually have to tell you one last confession as we're rocketing to the moon, to slingshot around to Space Island. It's not on any textbook that you'd know of it. All I want from you is a promise for two front teeth. Fix that, girl. My mission is 8 months. That's adequate time. Your newly ex and made back up boyfriend. I forgot my name. Toto. God, I had an aneurysm. It's space. Goodbye.
You read my mind. I went to the dentist and my teeth are already fixed and ready for you. However, the dentist gave me your cholesterol report while I was there. It turns out the egg salad sandwiches have finally caught up with you. Your cholesterol number is 5,000. I'm surprised they let you go to Spice Island. Tope, you need to come back soon. They say a side effect is aneurysms and diabetes and diarrhea. The most triple lethal combo. The 2 Ds. Tope, I regret to inform you that your letter missed me by just a day, and I am now in jail, and Penelope is dead. I hope you will consider a relationship based on the visits where you can have sex.
Conjugal visits. Yes, indeed. Yeah, give it up for conjugal visits.
Yeah!
Great. So now we're going to judge that game the same way we judge tag team song on a scale of 1 to 5. So if you thought the game of Love Letters was a 1, applaud now. Or was it a 2? Or a 3? Or a 4? Or a 5? 5 and 5. All right, very nice. So we're going to get all our players back to the stage. Give it up.
Yeah!
Players one more time. And in addition to being amazing improvisers and singers and talented dancers, which we'll see later, maybe not, they're also stand-up comedians. So we're going to play the game of 185. And how this game works, this is a pattern joke. 185 blanks walk into the bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we're far too busy. We couldn't possibly serve 185 blanks, or we're closed. We can't serve you right now. And 185 blanks will provide the punchline. So you will provide the blanks, they will provide the punchlines. So to start this game off, let's get your favorite noun. Jockeys.
Yeah.
Jockeys.
Jockeys.
Good job knowing what a noun is for everyone else, person, place, or thing. Jockeys, go.
185 jockeys walk into the bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we are way too busy to serve you. And the 185 jockeys say, we'll be brief.
185 jockeys walk into a bar, and there are 1,000 around, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, we couldn't possibly serve 185 jockeys. And they're like, what? You don't like a little horseplay?
185 jockeys walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve jockeys here. 185 jockeys say, is it because we're short on change?
185 jockeys walk into a bar, and the bartender says, hey, would you like a menu? And they say, we don't eat.
All right, great. We'll pause that one right there. So if they make you laugh, which all of those did, or even if they make you groan, they will get a point. And if it's not obvious, I may go like that.
Can I clarify something? When you said jockeys, I thought you meant like the underwear. So I said brief.
I think we all knew that.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about...
I didn't realize until the next joke that there's the little horse people.
And again, it could have been...
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
They
Sorry.
don't like that term.
So we'll give Jason 1 point for making the only jockey joke that was about a different kind of jockey.
I'm sure there were more
But we'll
coming.
also take away 2 points for calling people that ride horses miniature horse people. So if they say something that gets no response at all, I will make that noise, and then they will get no points. And if they say miniature horse people, they will lose 2 points. Great, so let's get another noun. What was that? Cat. Cat?
A cat.
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 Yep.
All right, great.
185 cats walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We're too busy to serve you." And they say, "Oh, just like miniature horse people."
185 cats walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve cats here." 185 cats fucking knock the drinks off the bar.
185 cats walked into the bar. The bartender said, "I'm sorry, we're closed." The cats paused and said, "Oh, that's just perfect."
Double.
185 cats walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we couldn't possibly serve this many cats." And they said, "Meow, that's not very nice."
185 cats walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, no, I'm not going to serve you until you pay your tabby."
Great, we'll get one more, maybe two more. Somebody over here, we haven't heard from y'all in a little bit. Joggers. Okay, joggers.
So those are people that...
Not pants, the pants. My son wears joggers.
Not the pants, make sure.
Joggers, go.
185 joggers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we couldn't possibly serve this many joggers." And the joggers, they say, well, I guess we'll just run."
But to that person over there.
Yeah. 185 joggers run into the bar, and the bartender says, "You're late." And he says, "Yeah, we're running late."
185 joggers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We're closed." And the joggers go like this. "Okay."
5K. I got it.
185 joggers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're far too busy to serve you." And the 185 joggers say, "But we're running a miniature horse race."
185 joggers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Stop, why are you jogging in here? Stop making the alcoholics feel bad."
We'll get one more suggestion.
Jeez Louise, we're dark
What was this?
tonight.
I heard Portlanders and congressmen, so we'll say Congress people.
Congress people?
So yes, both of those.
185 Congress people walk into the bar, and the whole bar says, "Say, do something."
185 Congress people walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve Congress people." And they say, "Ayo, see you later."
185 Congress people walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve Congress people." And the 185 Congress people say, "Yes, we're supposed to serve you."
We're also doing Portlanders.
185 Portlanders walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We couldn't possibly serve this many Portlanders." And they sadly walk out back into the rain.
185 Portlanders try to get in the bar, and they're like, "Well, after you. But after
185 Portlanders walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve you." And the 185 Portlanders say, "But there's a line outside for brunch."
185 Portlanders walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we couldn't possibly serve this many Portlanders." And the Portlanders are like, "Why?" And the bartender is just too cool to say anything, and just kind of looks at them. And he's got like big biceps in his t-shirt, and he's got like tattoos down here, and his beard's like super trimmed. And
All right, we'll stop that game right there. Very nice. So we're going to give you some info while Anthony tabulates those scores to give us the updates. We did take away 2 points for every time someone mentioned miniature horse people.
It was worth it.
Of that. Some things I want to let you know about. Coming up right after this show is J Names. So yeah, give it up for J Names. Yeah. I'll give you more information about that. Tomorrow night at 9:30 is Vanity's Vaudeville Vixens, historically accurate burlesque. Hey, look at that. So check that out. That should be an amazing show as well.
What does it mean?
You can find out. If you want to know what does historically accurate mean, best way to find out is to show up here at 9:30 tomorrow night.
No zippers.
Also, Wednesday, September 4th at 7:30, I Anonymous is an amazing show. Lots of local comics, and it is a podcast as well, so you can tune in and check that out. And you can show up here on September 4th and find out more about that. That's coming up like next week. Man, summer is almost over, y'all.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, so let's tabulate the scores and see where we're at right now. Very nice. Wow, Hannah, a strong lead. Give it up for Hannah taking a strong lead. Very nice. Jenna has 1 point right over there.
Is that how you spell your name? Yeah. Okay, good.
And then that person who actually gave one of our players a joke, that's that person right there. Great. Give it up for that person right there. Yeah! All right, now, and most of you can leave the stage, but let's have Hannah, Jason, and Jay stay on stage for the game of Blind Lines. And so how Blind Lines works is they're going to be doing a scene based on your suggestion, but also you're going to provide several other lines of dialogue for them, which actually I don't want them to hear now that I think about it. So we're going to send them in a second out into our beautiful soundproof Portland. But could I get someone to leave with them?
What?
Like, yes, I see this hand right here. So would you mind just escorting them outside? We just want to make sure that they don't hear anything. What is your name? Olga. Olga. Give it up for Olga.
Yeah.
And great. So they're going to leave. Hopefully it's not too cold. Don't worry. If it's raining, we have like an awning. Great. So now we're going to get lines of dialogue for them. So what is a quote from a favorite movie you might have? Don't put baby in the corner.
I got that one.
Over here. Oh, I'm not your father. Somebody over here. You had me at hello.
Slow down. There's two of us and we want them to read these. You had me at hello?
Yep. One more.
Get me somebody, anybody.
Get me somebody, anybody. Okay, great. Let's also get a couple, maybe lines from your favorite songs. Or songs that you absolutely hate.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Back here.
Can't stand it. Big bandit.
I heard can't stand it. What was the other? Dick Bandit. Those can be separate or the same one. Great. Other lines from songs. Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Great. Anyone else? A line of. I'm sorry. Will you touch my tra-la-la? Ooh, you touched my tra-la-la.
Yes.
Great. I listen to a lot of pop music, y'all. Never. Great. What was that? You're going to miss me when I'm gone. That one I actually know. Living on a prayer. And it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. And we'll add just a couple more. So you all have jobs, or at least some of you have jobs. What is some like very workplace-specific vernacular that you might use?
Deliverables.
Say that again.
Deliverables.
Deliverables. Simply the word deliverables. Right over here. TPS reports. Can you make that into a sentence? Great. Awesome. One more here. Fiduciary responsibilities. Maybe teamwork makes the dream work. That should be enough. We should probably put something. Just say a sentence right now. And there we are. Okay, give yourselves a big round of applause. So in a second, we're going to bring all our players back in here along with Olga. So let's do so by saying, hey, y'all, get back in here. 1, 2, 3. Hey, y'all, get back in here. And we'll applaud for them as they come back in. Great. So, nice. Nice. Really quickly, Olga, did you or they hear anything that we talked about?
Unless you talked about my puppy, no.
Yeah.
We did not talk about your puppy. So for sharing information about your puppy and for making sure they didn't hear anything, can we give Olga 2 free tickets to any Curious Comedy main stage show? You can bring your puppy, and you can see Roxy over there after, actually an intermission, which will be in a little bit. So you can see her for some free tickets. So right now what's going to happen, they're going to do a scene. Every once in a while, they're going to use one of your lines of dialogue in this scene. So if this isn't funny, it is your fault. Let's count this game down of blind lines in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Living on a prayer, Mama. Living on a prayer. This farm's going downhill, Mama.
It's not been the same since your dad left.
I know. I don't know how to tend the farm. He never done taught me.
You're gonna miss me when it's hot in here.
Elaborate, Mama.
When the heat is a-rising, mama be a-going.
You can't leave me too.
It's just too hot.
Daddy left us in summer. Summers are coming.
Mama's about to leave for good, Junior. This onion farm is all yours, okay? Hit me, baby, one more time.
Mama.
Oh!
That'll keep you alive, Mama. Long enough.
Thank you for the medical.
Long enough. And I'm not your father, Mama. I am not your father. And you're not my father. He died with those onions.
No, he left.
What?
He left.
This is news to me.
Hey. He left, that's what I told you. Now, don't put baby in a corner.
Mama, I thought he died.
No, he just left.
Oh,
I stopped sucking dick.
what did you say?
Never mind.
Now, what's with all the fussing, you two?
Papa! Oh my gosh, Papa! Will you
Say it, my dear.
Not gonna say it to my papa.
I'll say it. Will you touch my tra-la-la-la-la? Can't stand it, Dick Bandit.
You better give me a good reason, Pa, that you left.
Well, I have a couple. The first one
What is it,
is,
Jebediah?
It's getting hot in here, so just take off all your clothes. It's hot, and Mama leaves when it's hot. You know that. If you want your Mama to stay and you want to hear the rest of my story, just take off this cardigan.
Pa, this is getting real awkward. I don't know. I felt abandoned all these years, and get me somebody, anybody. I just need a father.
I am here for you, baby dove. I just got lost on the way to the well.
What?
What? Is that what you're
it's
gonna?
just right
Is that what
outside.
you're gonna tell our son?
The well, I can see the well from here, Mama.
Deliverables.
Now listen, I got lost because I look around and the hills don't look the same to me anymore. There's too many buildings and I had to sail off all this land, so when I walked I couldn't find my way, and God, fiduciary responsibilities. And it's too much. The American farmer can't sustain himself anymore.
Fuck your GPS reports.
All right, so now on that same scale of judgment that we have from before, was that game of blind lines a 1 or a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? 5 all around. 5.
Hey,
All right, let's keep this rolling with Hallie and Starr for our next game. Hallie and Starr, everybody. So this is the game of one voice expert. So they two are going to fuse into one human being right now. And just, based on entirely your visual judgment, what's something you think that these two know nothing about? Game of Thrones. Great. You may be sorely mistaken, at least about one of them, but it does not matter because they're going to answer all of your questions. We're going to interview them in a second, and they will know every single thing about Game of Thrones. And we're going to see this game of one voice expert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, y'all, welcome to TV Talk, where we talk about TV for those of you that still watch TV. So we have here a foremost expert in the Game of Thrones, the TV show, the Game of Thrones itself, and Thrones in general. I'm going to have them introduce themselves to you. Please, right now, give it up for our very special guest. And would you go ahead and introduce yourself to our studio audience?
Yes, my name is Gloria Bourgeois. Gloria Bourgeois, PhD.
That is literally the fanciest name I've ever heard. So Gloria Bourgeois, PhD. Could you tell us all, how did you first get introduced to Game of Thrones?
Well, it was a Tuesday, and I was making lasagna and feeling bad, and I turned on the TV, HBO, and lo and behold, what was on? Game of Thrones!
That is a beautiful story. And it just so happens that your recipe for lasagna takes exactly as long as an episode of Game of Thrones to make. Before we dive into the show, could you please share specifically your recipe for Game of Thrones lasagna?
Yes. First, you need a lot of cheese, then pasta, and tomatoes, and tears, and oregano.
And it just so happens that Tears and Oregano is the name of your very popular book.
Yes.
I'd like very much, I just happen to have a copy here with me. I'd very much like if you would just read the preface of Tears and Oregano.
This is a book about Game of Thrones and Italian food.
It was a very short preface. but I appreciate you reading that. So now we'd be happy to answer any questions, or they'd be happy to answer any questions from the audience here in our studio that you may have.
Favorite character?
Oh, favorite character from Game of Thrones, and I'll say why.
Definitely the onion guy.
And why?
Because he's so spicy.
Very nice. Yes, we got time for maybe 2 more questions. Anybody over here have a question from our studio? How did Daenerys die?
By the hand of spoilers!
Good that you're not giving any spoilers out. Great, we got time, I think, for 1 more question from somebody over here, maybe.
Favorite death?
Say it again.
Favorite death and why?
So many awful people. Joffrey!
All right, very nice. I think we got time for just one final question. Anyone else have one last question for our Game of Thrones expert?
Grey Worm not have a penis?
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow.
Because of religious beliefs.
All right, very nice. Give it up for the game. So much fun. I felt like I learned so much just now. Great. So if you enjoyed the game of One Voice Expert, let us know on the scale of 1 to 5 how much you enjoyed it. Was that game of a 1 or 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? 5 again. 5 for both of you. It is insane. So many 5s today. So we have time for one very quick last game. This is the game of Wait a Minute. So we'll get all of our players. Give it up one more time for all of the serious comedy players. Yeah. So how this game works is we will have 2 players on stage performing a scene together, and someone from this back line here
Wait
might
a
say,
minute. Nobody drives a car like that.
and they will tell us why they deserve to be in the scene, and I will either say like that, and they will take over that scene, or I might say that's exactly how people drive a car, and just like milking a cow, and then they will continue to milk that cow car in that scene. And you'll see how this game works. And this will go, we'll set a clock for like maybe 2 minutes, yeah? Great, and the last players that are on stage at the end of this scene will get bonus points for this game. How many bonus points? Between 1 and 7? 6. 6 bonus points for the people that are still on stage at the end of this scene. Count this game down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You first.
Oh, I possibly couldn't go through this door first. You arrived before it first.
Wait a minute, this is a little too Portland. Please, after me.
Wait a minute, that was exactly how I did it.
Except she actually went first.
Lucille.
Yes.
I'm quite insulted by your recent rash of goings on.
Oh, well, Diane, I've decided that I'm going to do everything.
Wait a minute. I've decided? I have decided that because I have more education than you.
What?
That I should always go first.
Everybody knows your degree from Oxford is a sham.
Oh, how
Wait a minute, I want to do a different university. Everybody knows your Trump University is a sham, and frankly, anal!
How did you know?
I always know. The way you quiver your lip.
Wait a minute. Is he still talking about anal? Or...
Yes.
You let us know. Let us know.
Let us know.
I'm still wanting to discuss the anal thing.
Wait a minute. I'd like to not talk about anal so much.
No, I'm fine with it.
All right.
Actually, wait. That one.
So,
I'd like to not talk about anal so much. Please.
Wait a minute, I want to talk about anal.
I just want to make sure you're comfortable. Did somebody order a salad?
All right. So, 2 points each for our last 3 remaining players. Give it up one more time for our players. Very nice. And just a really quick reminder about all the stuff we've got going on here at Curious Comedy before we dive into our intermission. So for one thing that happens here, the first and third Sunday of every single month is a show called Sunday Fun Day at Curious Playground. And that is a family-friendly show. we will be talking about anal a lot less during that show.
Hopefully zero.
Hopefully zero, probably.
99.99.
Wait a minute,
So that is 4 o'clock on the first and third Sunday of every single month. And then also on the first Sunday of the month, we have a workshop called Yes and Family. And that's a workshop that you can actually bring your kids to. You can come and learn improv with your kids. It's a great way to bond as a family and also learn tools for communication and just have a bunch of fun. And then later, play some of those games from the workshop in that Sunday Fun Day Curious Playground show. It's an absolute blast, and definitely come check it out. And also, stick around for J names if you want to do that. It is just a $5 upgrade, which you can talk to Roxy about at the end of the show. And those are some of the people you might see in J names. Anthony, have you got the scores before we go into intermission? Indeed. All right, so let's get a little bit of a drum roll. You can do that on your table or on your knees. And the winner of the first half of Curious Comedy Playground is Hannah. So very nice. Thank you very much. So Hannah is the winner. You'll see more of her and some of our other players in.
Starr, tie.
Oh, it is a tie.
You won alphabetically.
Yay. So Hannah and Starr. So you'll see more of them and our other players in the second half. Grab a drink, use the bathroom, and we'll see you back in a little bit. Thank you very much. back, everybody. How was your intermission? Was it amazing? Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming back. We got the 3 top players from our first act. Let's applaud for them right now. So what you're going to see now is a style of improv we call director's cut. It's kind of like a mid-form, long-form style. These 3 players are going to direct a movie for you. And 2 of them will make it into the next act, and then only 1 of them will make it all the way through their entire movie. First, they're going to get some suggestions from you. Hallie, you want to start out?
Yes. Can I get the name of an organic thing like a flower or a bug or something? Algae, thank you very much. And then can I also get like a old-timey sounding name? Dorothy.
Ooh,
Thank you.
Okay, start out with something simple. I need a color. I heard blue. Thank you. And I need like a wistful profession. A midwife? Midwife.
So wistful.
Okay, great. And I need to get an antonym for close. Another one, a synonym. Distant, great. Distant. Okay, great. And then now I need like what do you now give me like what's a way that someone seems sort of out of it? Give me a word for that. Okay, great. Aloof. Okay, great. All right, thank you.
Great. So in a second here, these 3 players are going to tell us the name of the movie they're going to direct and the genre. But since Olga already went out with someone and was the first person to know what antonym means and then apply it, give 5 points to Olga right now.
Yeah.
I heard you too, but they were faster. Great, very nice. So right now, please tell us the name of the movie and the style of movie you're going to direct.
Yes, I'm doing a historic ghost story. It's called The Haunting of Algae Manor.
Okay.
You can applaud if you like the title of the movie.
I'm going to be doing a dramatic love story entitled Moulin Blue.
And I'm going to be doing an Irish epic called Distant and Aloof.
Great, and we'll start with Hallie's film, The Algae.
The Haunting of Algae Manor.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The year is 1856. The city is Miami. We open on a sandy beach where a young prudish couple is lamenting about their torrid romantic relationship.
Why did I wear this hoop skirt on the beach?
Monocle.
Ooh, the water is so nice in Miami.
I'm wearing 8 pairs of panties, so I'll never feel it. What were we lamenting again?
Your troubled romantic situation.
This is everything that's going on with us. I like it. You're doing that.
I just love you so much, and our parents.
Our parents.
They're tearing us apart.
Well, yeah.
You don't care?
No, I brought you to this territory to tell you something.
Okay, let me have it.
It's not working.
What do you mean?
Gretchen, it's not working.
I've never been dumped before. This is impossible. We were to be married.
It's just then that Gretchen comes up with a great idea to spice up their relationship. It's a night in the abandoned Algae Manor.
Perhaps we could take a weekend together. Papa has a mansion, a manor really, up in the swamps.
Wait, in the swamps?
Yes, it's called Algae Manor.
Algae Manor.
Algae Manor.
Algae Manor.
Algae Manor.
Algae Manor.
Please, it'll be romantic.
Okay, this is the last shot. If Algae Manor doesn't make this love turn on to
plumage. Oh, I love when you talk like that.
Then it's over,
Cut
Gretchen.
to Algae Manor.
Just cleaning up. Only custodial staff. Very jolly. Boo-doo-boo-boo.
You must clean faster.
Oh, master, you know my old back and these old hips and those old ankles and these old hands and these old wrists and
I
this
get
old heart.
yes, I get it. You're old.
That's right, that's right.
You could have just said old and then listed all of the things and just assumed that old as an adjective applied to all of the other nouns.
Oh, with this old brain, I couldn't possibly.
It's fine. Now, the Miss Gretchen is due to be here with her suitor.
Lady Gretchen, it has been a fortnight since I have seen her. A fortnight and 14 years.
14 years plus 2 weeks, indeed. I think that's a fortnight. Yes, indeed. It is true. And she should be here any moment, momentarily. In fact, in 5, 4, 3,
Ding dong!
They're early.
Nothing is not precise, master.
Yes, allow me. Let me open the door
doorway.
further.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. God, when are hoop skirts going out of style?
Ding dong.
Let me open the other door.
See, isn't this exciting? We came in different entrances.
Yes, I entered the man door.
Now this can't possibly be Miss Gretchen. She's
Oh,
too beautiful.
Oh, it's old man Frankenstein.
You remembered my name, dear.
I did. How are you still alive?
They keep taking care of me, and they keep taking care of the old ticker.
Oh, your old ticker.
Indeed, old man Frankenstein, please take Madam Gretchen's bags and this
They're under
one
here.
to her room.
Cut to them going to the room.
This is quite a fashionable roller bag, Miss Gretchen.
Thank you. Oh. You know, Frankenstein, could you hurry? You know, my relationship's in trouble, Frankie.
Oh, darling. You know, when you're in trouble with your relationship, you just gotta try harder and stick together and never ever separate no matter how miserable you are.
Old man Frankenstein, I could not help but notice that you said the classic line, which is usually a lead-in to a song which you sing about this topic. Would you please sing that song? I'll listen from afar.
I ain't never had me a wife. No, I ain't never had me a wife. Who needs one? I clean the mansion all by myself. I ain't never had me a wife.
I'm gonna stop you right there. What's happening?
I'm trying to teach you about relationships.
Why the hell are you singing?
When you're like me, you prefer time alone. When you get together, you can spend some time getting stuck. You can spend some time getting stuck.
I do not have time for this.
I've been to a therapist. I unpacked my parents' marriage. Turns out they were codependent and it rubbed off on me. Yes, it rubbed off on me. I get anxiety when I think about commitment. I get depressed when I leave my lovers. I get oh so over love. I ain't never had me a wife. I ain't never had me a wife. I ain't never had me a wife. I ain't never had me a wife.
All right, we stop there and we cut to Frankenstein down in the basement a couple hours later. He's by himself, or is he? Talking to some...
You little asshole! You thought I didn't hear you bragging on about how you never had a wife? Well, you could easily had this. All this, baby. All up in hell. All up in hell. That's right. Yeah, I might be built like a jar, but you know what? You can put a lot in a jar.
Agnes,
Agnes, you leave me alone. You leave me alone, you ghostly whore.
Hey, that was my past, okay? I am very chaste. I'm very chaste in this life.
Now listen, I ain't never had a wife, but I've had a lover. You remember those times?
Yeah, of course I do. That's what I'm getting at. Ugh, you vex me. Frankenstein, you are making this so hard. I'm down here haunting the bejesus out of this basement.
Oh, sorry. Am I in the wrong room? I feel a chill.
Oh my God, he's so handsome. Oh,
Frankenstein.
He came in through the man door. I saw that. Woo!
Frankenstein, you need to take me to my room. I need to.
I would like to put you right here.
I'd like to
In
put
this
you right
basement?
There's a small trap door, and it takes you to your room. And
here. Get into this trap door.
get into the trap door, my friend.
He falls through the trap door!
Okay, we open with really soft blue light, please. And there's some dancers. They're a theatrical troupe. They're all of the same gender. Not that it really matters, but they're a theatrical troupe. They're a little bit rough around the edges, you know, because it's about I don't know, it's like 1935, maybe in Bruges or some other European city. Nobody's quite sure which one it is. All of the dancers they're warming up and they surround one that's particularly beautiful, that's particularly revered in the community. If anyone is gonna save the theater, it's them.
If I had manners, I wouldn't say this. You are hot.
Thank you for saying so.
We all need you.
How badly do you need me?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I do, tell me.
Well, pretty bad.
Well,
We need you No, go ahead, after you.
since I'm feeling so bad, and you all need me so bad,
Oh my.
wouldn't it be terrible if I left the theater, pursue a solo career?
But
You wouldn't.
A solo dancer? Ugh.
Hey, what happened across town?
I don't know if anyone could pull it off. She could.
She has dreams. She steps forward and tells a little bit about her backstory.
Tell us more, Velveteen.
Gorgeous stage picture behind her. It's really on point. Thank you.
My parents died of the first wave of tuberculosis of 1910.
Yep.
My twin sister, Velveeta, died of cholera at the age of 5. And I knew then and there that I had to make it by myself in the filthy streets of Bruges.
And then she pauses, and then they drastically change their pose really quickly. Great. Keep going.
Bruges! I met a man named Jockey. Jockey saved my life here in Bruges. He gave me a chance to be a dancer, a real star. He saw my potential.
Pose.
But then Jockey died of the second wave of tuberculosis. And it was all just me and you. But now I know. I needed to be me again.
And P.S. You don't believe in love, at all.
And one other thing about my past.
Yeah.
I met a man named Rupert, and he broke my heart, and I will never love again.
Pose. Okay, and now we cut to an office in the theater. It's right over here. There are two, it's definitely dudes, right? Because it's 19 something. And one is the owner, and one is a squirrely little dude. And he's got the money though, so turns out you gotta really please the investor.
How much money do you want?
I'm thinking we could put on a great show for $5,000.
What?
$5,000.
5,000 clams?
Yeah.
I know that's a lot of money, but I want women hanging from swings that swing. And I want dancers below the women on the swings that can't quite reach those swings.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What else?
I also want a large pool of water that people come dangerously close to but never touch.
I love it. What else? Something bigger. Something to make them go crazy.
Yeah. So I also want balloons, but they're not inflated at all.
I want them inflated.
All right, if it's your money, we can have them inflated, but not with oxygen.
The investor is super excited, but he wants something in return.
I want something in return.
And this is where it gets kind of shitty because he's like, you know what? He wants Velveteen.
I want Velveteen.
You can't own a woman, but he wants to.
You can't own women, but I want to. I got my fortune from selling meth.
Wow, okay.
And using it too.
Well, it is 1930, yeah, something. So the law doesn't specifically say that you cannot own women.
Or meth.
Or meth.
Listen, I'll give you all the money, but you have to give me Velveteen, okay?
Okay, cut to a train station. There's maybe some fog coming from trains. It's like, there's a conductor.
Tickets, please. Tickets. I need your tickets. Can I get your tickets right here? Thank you very much. Tickets.
So handsome, but like rough young
tickets.
man.
Thank you very much.
And he's just come to town. He's been studying for the last 16 years with some of the smartest people of the age, and they're not that smart, but he's a midwife. Yeah, that's what he is.
I'm so pregnant.
Can I get your ticket?
You can, but hold on, I need to take care of something.
Do you have a...
There you go.
Wow.
God, thank you.
No ticket needed.
They are unparalleled. He's gentle, he's kind, he's like midwife and doula all in one, and he has these beautiful blue eyes and they sparkle, and he believes in love.
Sorry,
He believes in
we've
love.
just been trying for a couple years now. Could you?
I'd be happy to.
Am I?
There you go.
It's kind of small.
Listen, there's a cabaret in town that could use your skills.
You don't say.
He steps into the center spotlight, and then their character fades back. And we hear a little about this starstruck midwife who longs to fall in love. I'm just a pregnant
Cabaret. Oh, how I've longed to take the stage and take the gentle hand of a beautiful young woman as I take the stage with her.
And we get the background dancers out here. Really quick. Come on.
We dance
I can't move fast.
with a line of background dancers behind us. We'd twirl and we'd spin and we'd hold each other in front of a large audience who gazed at our love and who loved our gaze.
Okay, blackout.
We hear the beautiful sounds of an Enya pop song. And our lights go up on a manifest destiny landscape. What's there? Why, the Irish horse race, of course.
I'm a person on a tiny horse.
Not him.
Beautiful ponies out here today. Gorgeous. The wind is blowing in my mustache.
Hey, the fairies are out.
I know. I hate when the fairies aren't out. I can't race my ponies.
Causing me trouble?
Am I causing you trouble?
No, the fairies are causing me trouble.
Oh, lots of things be causing me trouble these days.
What be causing you trouble, O'Malley?
Oh, she's so coy. She jumps on her horse and then bounces away with her hair flowing in the wind like hair does when you're on the back of a horse. And oh my goodness, her friend, Sean O'Flannery, who she just happened to be talking to, she'd never met him before, jumps on his horse and chases her.
Where you be going? Where you be going?
Oh, the weather, I feel like it. It's
We
so
be
romantic.
riding.
They're going along hillsides, moors, and the ocean. Oh no!
You ride real well.
Thank you, Sean.
Her name is Katie. Hello.
Sean, you've been back from university. What? A fortnight?
Oh, yeah.
You staying with your ma?
Yeah, just for a bit. Till I get on my feet.
Going back to university?
No,
Why?
it's personal.
Cut to, he's in an underground leg wrestling facility with other Irish leg wrestlers.
All right, you two. You know the rules. Now tell me the 3 rules of underground Irish wrestling.
You don't talk about Irish leg wrestling.
Number 2.
You use your knees.
Very good. And number 3, you. What's rule number 3?
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't know either. Jenna, what's rule number 3?
Irish car bomb first.
Irish car bomb first.
Everybody cheers because they're Irish.
Arr! Drop it! All right. If I knew how to count to 3 in Gaelic, I would.
You can make it up. No one else
Okay.
will know.
Ein, zwei, drei! All right.
Oh, my
You got
leg.
him.
My leg.
Sean, what you doing here? Snap!
My leg be broken.
Oh no, it's Sean's first loss. Usually he always wins.
Is your leg okay?
No.
Katie is ready to nurse him back to health.
I'm gonna take you back to my inn, and I'm gonna feed you soup, and I'm gonna give you kisses on your knee, and probably a splint. I do all of it.
She gives him a medical slap first.
But goddammit, get your fucking together, man!
Oh! Cut to her very homey little inn room where Sean is being cared for in the Irish nursing way.
Thanks for the whiskey.
I like to heat it up in a teapot first. Hot whiskey does the leg well. Sean, why have you been doing that Irish leg wrestling?
I got into some trouble.
At university?
Yes. I started betting and I lost all my money.
So you're pimping your leg out to try and make the money back?
Both me legs.
She pulls out a fiddle.
Katie O'Malley.
Oh, it's old Squinty Eye.
Choose true, many people call me Old Squinty Eye.
Squinty, I wish you'd knocked. I was about to
You-
play my violin.
Katie O'Malley, I'll not have you speak to your own father that way. I'll not have this man in my house. He's a gambler and a leg wrestler.
I know he is those things, but he can change.
What is one thing we always said in our family?
Can't change an Irish leg wrestler.
That's right.
But I want to. It's in my bones.
Blackout.
All right, let's get our 3 directors to the stage. 3 directors to the stage. Great. So we're going to get a quick recap of what you've seen so far and maybe a little teaser of what is to come. Hallie, start us off.
Gretchen's lover has been bamboozled by old man Frankenstein's poor ghost. Unpack that. Let's do it.
Nice.
Okay, very nice.
Can the Moulin Blue be turned into the theater of their dreams? And who will fall in love?
Speaking of love, Katie and Sean clearly have a love connection, but will her father keep them apart just because of his leg wrestling problem? Who's to say, but fiddling will be involved.
Great. Nice. So we're gonna clap for the movie we want to see continue the most. Of course, we're actually gonna clap for everyone because this is Portland. But clap the loudest for the movie that you would like to see continue the most. If you'd like to see Hallie's movie continue, please applaud now. If you'd like to see Hannah's movie continue, right, applaud now. Okay, and if you'd like to see Starr's movie continue, applaud now. I'm sorry, Starr. Thank you for your service. Give it up for Starr, everybody. We're going to continue with these two movies right here.
Good luck, ladies.
All right, we open up on the ghost and Gretchen's lover. What's his name? Let's make it John. John. He's confused because he's been like trapdoored.
Is the ghost inside me?
Not yet.
Ah! What do you want? Do you want my physical body?
Oh, if only. Oh, if only.
The ghost gives a powerful monologue about how she died and what she does haunting this in her relation to Frankenstein.
Oh, I was a scullery maid in this manor back in the 19th century, which was less male than the 20th century, as you'll discover in Moulin Blue. Anyway, as I was saying, oh golly, I died because I was stuck in this manor all the time and I had to live here and eat here and fall in love here with a hideous, much older man. But I look at you and I think, what if I could only just have you in my ghostly clutches, because I haunt this place. I haunt it until I can get love again. What?
This is gonna sound crazy, but
Well, I'm a ghost.
I'm into it.
Oh my God, I never thought, oh, if only. Whoa, nuts. That's too bad. That one didn't work.
As it turns out, the ghost knows the prophecy to become human again. It involves a murder of their lover's lover.
How can I help you? How can we be together?
Look, John, right?
Yes.
I know of this. I've got this one thing that I could do.
What?
It's that if I can just get a hold of the still beating heart of your actual living lover, then I can put her heart into my own body, and then that will turn my ghostly flesh into fleshly flesh, and then we can be of one within the flesh. Isn't it funny? I can clap my own hands, but I can't clap your hands. It's so weird.
I fall in love with you every second that I'm together. I'll help you.
Yes.
Gretchen sleeps on her side.
Oh.
And blackout!
Okay, we open for a little mini scene with the theater owner and the starlit Velveteen in the middle of the stage. Spotlight. It's dramatic. He's telling her what she must do.
You've got to be in my show, and then you belong to me.
Wait, no. Rewind. The theater director.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you two, get up there. Yeah. What does she have to do?
All right, so Velveteen, you're great. You're the star of the show.
Thanks, I'm actually thinking of leaving.
You would be able to leave, except for contractually, I have given ownership of you to this man.
Yeah.
That was the reaction I had too. Know that understand he doesn't own you personally as a human being, because that is wrong. He owns you personally as a contract, and you must dance for him. You're his private dancer. Dance for his money.
No.
Do what he wants you to do.
No! No!
She has one final performance, and it's right now. And so there's the director and the investor over here, and then there's the midwife and a couple of friends that the midwife has met, and they're over here. And she's doing just like a super chill little ditty.
Hi.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh, hey, you're cute. You're not. Oh, you're cute and you're not. And what am I supposed to do?
And then she locks eyes with the midwife. Yep. Come on over.
Hi. You. Help me.
We get blue light and we get a spotlight right in the middle as their eyes meet.
Help me.
I will. I'll help you.
Meet me
Swing.
after the show.
No, swing to me.
Really?
Swing to me. Swing so high that you fly off the swing and I catch you. Like that.
Save me. Save me. Save me.
Let's leave this stage right now.
Yes.
Let's take one final bow together. And
Oh! I'm having a baby!
just
You have to choose. You have to choose.
all right, let's get our last two directors on stage. Let's get a brief recap of what happened and what we might see in the future.
Ooh, John and the Ghost are having a bigger love connection than John and Gretchen, and John has just agreed to murder Gretchen. Is he gonna go through with it? Oh my God! Let's find out.
Okay, so they're falling in love, and she wants to be saved, but he's got to deliver the baby. So are they gonna run away? Is he gonna deliver the baby? Moulin Blue.
Okay, great. So you have that in mind. So if you'd like to see Haunting of Algae Manor, applaud now. If you'd like to see Moulin Blue, applaud now. Yeah, that is your movie. Give it up for the winner of Showdown, Hallie, everybody.
We open on Gretchen sleeping soundly on her side in her bed. Her hoop skirts are still on, making it really difficult to get comfortable, though.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh,
No, he just came through the wall.
dear, I hear you. Oh, have you come for me?
Sleep.
Oh, no. No, dear.
I'm a hypnotist. Sleep.
Oh.
Oh, look at her beautiful face. She's so gorgeous. She's so graceful.
Don't look at her.
I can't help it. Oh my goodness, look at, she's so pretty.
My pocket scalpel.
Just getting the recycling. Just getting the recycling.
Frankenstein, get out of here.
Whoa, okay, what a macho man. He's got a lot of energy. Don't you worry. I see you didn't really separate your glass and your aluminum. It's fine. I'll do it.
God, did you see that? He's totally clueless. You know what I mean? I mean, like, hi, your ex is right in the same room with you, obviously, and he didn't even notice.
But Frankenstein is not totally clueless. This whole Jolly Jither thing is all a sham.
I'm feeling a little.
I'm gonna make the first cut.
Okay. No, you're right. Look into my eyes.
I ain't never had a wife.
Wait, good thing I'm wearing 18 pairs of panties.
Wait, is this real?
Take my heart. Take it.
Are you okay?
Yes, I consent.
The ghost takes it, for all along the ghost was really needing the heart because she was in love with Frankenstein. A beautiful magical mist surrounds her as she becomes its
goodness, Gretchen.
Oh, Gretchen, you're kind of an extra casualty of this whole thing. I'm so sorry.
I know you're bleeding so much, but I understand what's that like.
Madam Gretchen, I have several bandages for you.
You're gonna have to take her hoop skirt. She's going to be the first woman to wear slacks.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness, Gretchen. Wow, this is really very forward.
Oh, you can just put it around?
I just put it around.
I just been stepping in.
Yeah, no. Open it.
That would have saved me hours.
I know. That's the fun thing.
It's just then that John also does a reverse Beauty and the Beast transformation, but like into a ghost.
Oh, I like this.
Oh my gosh. John, woo. You should run a theater.
And that is how the Hunted became the Haunted at LG Manor! Blackout!
I get up for Hallie, the winner of Curious Comedy Showdown. Let's hear it one more time for Anthony up in the booth. Yeah! Knudsen on keys. And one last time for all of your Curious Comedy players. So thank you so much for coming out tonight. Please come check out any show that we have going on here at Curious Comedy. We are doing something almost every single night of the week, usually 2, sometimes 3 shows a night. You're welcome to stick around for J Names, which is coming up next, but please check in with Roxy for just a $5 upgrade. Usually tickets for that are like $75, $85, $205. $5 for you. Just stick around and go to Roxy. Yeah, you can stay right here. So send one person from your table to go pay $5 more, and then you hunker down at your table. So thank you so much for sticking around. Come, like I said, check out every single show we got going on here at Curious Comedy. One last question: did y'all have a good time?
Yes.
And did y'all have a good time? Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
Good
We'll see you
night.
later.